Oh, I need to enable this as well. Refresh the Stooges. Okay, I've been taken to a different screen, damn it. And there is no chat on screen. This. Where is the... There it is. There you go. Okay, chat is now on screen. F10. I actually can't spam F10 because that is another keybind. Is everything up? I hope so. Screen should be visible and all that stuff. Right. Well, hello everyone, I'm Ausyellow. This is a VOD that is going to go on my spare channel. No, actually no, it'll go on my main channel. Give me a moment. What I want to do is Spaceflight Simulator game, saving, fuck. Mods, custom assets. Shit. Simulated data, custom solar systems, here we are. Okay, I don't have the folder open. Great, I also don't have the thing set up over here. That's the wrong one. That's more like it. Okay. Right. Where is the folder? It's in... It's desktop and archives. Alright, never mind. It's not letting me access desktop and archives. Okay, desktop, archives, games, SFS, archived mods 1.6, the system. Copy. Paste. Right, here's hoping that this works. If it doesn't work, I won't be surprised. Create new world. The system. I can rename it later. Right, play. Didn't realise that that was maxed. Now if I press F1, there should be crap tons of errors. Right. Yeah, so I think that there is crap tons of errors. Alt F4. Okay. I kind of knew that that wasn't going to work, but I just wanted to give it one final test anyway. Now, I recently spent hours trying to configure all the mods for this, because when I first started playing the vanilla game, I thought, oh my god, it is actually difficult to play. And it's not a matter of like a genuine challenge, it is a matter of convenience. So, the system, which is the system I made, that's broken. The other system I made, which was the full solar system, that's also broken. Unless I can figure out how to actually fix them and edit them, 100 and maybe even 200 planets or celestial objects are now gone. This one will be outdated, so I'm actually just going to delete this. This one has basically been my test world. I'm going to delete this one as well. So let me make a create new world. I'll just call it YouTube. Regular solar system, normal mode, sandbox, create new world, play. Okay, so we have more challenges, which I'll get to in a bit. I have also been very, very busy with... Oh, okay. First things first, cheats, infinite build area. That's the only cheat I'm going to use, because the tiny build area you're given at the beginning is terrible. Now, I have been very busy with building stuff. We're on Transfer Shuttle 8. The Endurance series has been updated a little bit. The Strider series as well, that's just been stuck there. The Refueler series has been updated, and the Hyper series is a new one. If I exit to Space Center real quick and head on to challenges, I wasn't able to land on Mercury, unfortunately, which was really unfortunate. Um, but I did do it in testing. I did this one in testing as well. I did both of them there. Um, I've done all of these in testing. All of these are easy as well. Captured asteroid I should be able to do now. Mars. I've done this one, Grand Tour, 3 times, and it still hasn't given it to me. I've also landed on here, and also we kind of have these two visible on screen now. Whoops. But anyway, what I'm going to do is, for now, I'm going to explore. So I'm going to take the missile too. I'm also going to enable some cheats as well. Infinite fuel, no collision, no heat. Okay. And we're going to launch. We also have this, that's enabled, and we have all the colors as well. Launch. Right, now, I was eventually able to get this installed. For some reason, we are 11 days into this world. Don't ask me how or why. We just are. That one was a nightmare as well, getting that ready. Delta V, we have basically apoapsis, periapsis, eccentricity, and local angle. Those aren't added in by default. What is this? This is the water. We are somewhere in America. Where's England? England is there. Yeah, so this is somewhere in America, maybe Mexico. No, it's Florida. We're actually starting in Florida. Where's Cape Kennedy? There's also, I have keybinds for zoom. There's the sun. Let me just return back to Earth as well, so I don't need to span the scroll. Let's actually have a little dip in the water. I did give this stuff a try. If you hit it with high enough speed, you will just straight up explode. Otherwise, though, this particular craft will float, so will the capsule. So if you land back on Earth as just the capsule top bit, you will be perfectly fine and recoverable. No, and that's not really why we're here. If we head to this, we have the moon, captured asteroid as well. This one is not it's not my favorite captured asteroid, which was just a perfect tiny circle that I was able to encase unsuccessfully, but I still was able to do it. Yeah. Anyway, if we continue zooming out, Earth is now in blue texture, and this line is also blue. I did object to this, and I voted against it, but to be fair, I mean, I could like this. Otherwise, no changes to the inner planets. Now, if we zoom out a little further, we have Ceres. This wasn't here before. Not that interesting. Jupiter. This has always been here. Callisto, Ganymede, Europa, Io, and Thebe. Sure. We are going to be landing on all of these planets. We're not going to be flying to them directly because I have Warpinator, so I don't need to worry about that. What shocked me is that Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto have been added. So we're going to give them a little check. Let's actually, let's just teleport to Pluto straight up. Pluto, orbit, go. There should be I thought that there were so many names or things on Pluto, because in the full solar system I had, there were names like all over Pluto. Oh, there's a gradient. Okay, that's actually pretty good looking. And there's Charon. If we continue zooming out, yeah, we're not really going to see anything. Is there a point to going on this planet's surface? No, not particularly. Let's go to... What the fuck? Where's the... Oh, you gotta... Wait, is there... No, I don't want to teleport to Pluto. I want to... Alright, that is weird. Sharon. Go. Okay, I don't know why there's, like, very few landmarks, but... point being, the reason why Pluto is a dwarf planet is because look at the sphere of influence on Charon. They're meant to be this size. This is Nyx, which honestly, the original Nyx in my one looked so much better. And then there's Hydra. We should also test on some of these planets the 0th position. And what I mean is that here is 0 degrees and then rotates through 360. So if we head to Pluto, surface angle 0, go. This should be the point of the reset. And actually, there's a way I can test this. Yeah, okay, we're in the wrong spot then. So for some reason the warpinator has shifted a little bit. So we need to be over here. How does one do that? Okay, 90. Go. Honestly, the ground is a little... Though to be fair, I am in the red patch, so... We have gone the wrong way, haven't we? Yes, we have. Okay. It really doesn't want me to see this. 270. Go. This is where it's going to have to be. And then this is the 0th patch, and that actually looks quite good. Is there a point to actually checking the 0th patch? Potentially. Charon. Or 0th degree patch, I should say. The level of craftsmanship around the 0th degree is actually really good. Though I do kind of like my image of Charon as well. Nyx. 270. If I zoom out on the map, just want to see. Okay, yeah, that is the right orientation. For some reason I can't see the orbit line, so I don't know why. 0th position. Actually looks really, really good. Yeah, Nyx does look pretty good, but it doesn't look as good as Planet ET, Extremum Terminum. Okay, we are moving down, just painstakingly slow. I fucking hate planets like these. And then the last one was... Fuck. Begin with H, Hydra. Landed on the surface of Hydra. Clearly I have not. Right, is that the 0th position? Have I been looking in the wrong spot the whole time? No, that can't be the 0th position, and I actually genuinely think that that's just part of the landmark as well. Or part of the terrain. That's cool. Okay. Right, let's head to ones that I know have problems. Actually, firstly Mars. We'll head there. Yeah, look at what they have done to Mars. Actually, they haven't done anything here. But, like, the surface of Mars is... Yeah, it's alright, but, like, the actual surface itself, though, this looks horrible. Though, to be fair... This bit does look a little bit better, colour-wise. Now... Phobos. That's fine. Where's the... The 0th position is so hard to actually spot now. And I do remember this being like a genuinely... There's the 0th position, so this is what we would expect normally, so this still hasn't been fixed. Demios. And I was right, it is at 720 degrees, but it should technically start at 0. Okay, Demios still has the problem. Io was by far the worst. Like, absolutely. Nope. Yep, okay, it still is the worst. Is there meant to be sulfur fields on Io? Don't think so. But let me continue zooming out. Let's see if Io's changed a bit. It hasn't, which is fine. I didn't really want it to change as well. If I continue zooming out, we'll see Jupiter. Yeah, Jupiter wouldn't have changed. Now let's head to the unknown and check out Thabe, I think is the name of the planet. I'm still actually going to check out the 0 position though. Yep. Okay. Cool. Though. Europa. Still looks very pretty. And
here we go.
Fucking mercy. Ganymedes. Fucked.
That's it.
Ganymede looks like Ganymede. Can't think of the name of it. The Ganymede Callisto. This one.
That's all there is to it.
How you doing, Mercy? That actually looks quite pretty as well. But this one is still... Oh, this is really broken. Okay, I'm not surprised that their moons haven't been fixed yet. Though I am yet to see what Saturn looks like. I've been saving that alongside other planets. I'm doing good too. So Saturn's moons: Iapetus, Titan, Ray, Dione, Tethys, Enceladus, Mimas, and Pan. There are more that I can think of. Hyperion, I think, is one of them as well. That was missed. Mimas is a good one. That is right there. Well, anyway, let's actually have a little look at what Saturn looks like. By far the prettiest one. I should have actually done this one last, but we'll go for orbit, obviously. Just above the atmosphere. Zoom out. Prepare for absolute prettiness. That is very, very good looking. And apparently there is a better way to position rings around now. Though I must say that that is a little greyer and dimmer than I expected. I think I had it better in my version. Anyway, Pan. Let's go to Pan. This is the one that I keep seeing every so often. It's just a tiny little fucking thing, just orbiting in the middle. Let me pan surface 720. So on one of the edges of the what are these called? Equatorial ridges. Right in the middle of Saturn's rings, absolutely tiny by comparison. Will we be able to see the sun? I don't think so. I'm not seeing it, and I think that was maximum zoom as well. So, as coming from someone who's actually sort of designed part of the solar system before, what do all of the other moons around here look like? And the question remains, will I be able to actually get the moons correct? Let's see. Dione is one of the moons. Dione actually looks really good. I mean, not the best. Dione was like a really white ice giant. Mimas. Do Mimas and Enceladus. Enceladus was a really icy one as well. Mimas is basically just the Death Star. Actually, I should make a Death Star one. That is... I think that was... No, that wasn't positioned for the 0% issue. What is it on the map? Is this like the Herschel crater? No, it's not. It's the Death Star's eye. What was the other one? Enceladus. Holy, what are they? Tiger stripes. Okay, otherwise, very cool looking, and the tiger stripes, I believe, are at 180. Enceladus. 180. Let's go. So I'm right at the tiger stripes, they just don't do anything. No, it's just a background image. Huh. Strange. What other ones are there? Zoom out a little. Enceladus, Tethys, and Dione. Tethys. Oh, fucking hell. Where are you? Tethys. Don't care about focusing the planet. I can do that any day of the week. Okay, looks very good so far. That's just the same as one of the other planets at a different orientation. I think that that's the same as Dione. Right? Dione. Yeah, that's literally just the same as Dione. And then, what's the other one? It's Dione and... Ah, fuck. 30 days stream streak. Stream streak. Fucking hell. Bloody hell. Mercy, that's brilliant. What was the... What was it? Ray, that was what it was called. Okay, Ray actually looks a little different. It's still going off the same semi-cartoonish design. Is there any point... Is there any points of interest? The Tyra Crater. Crater? Crater. Right, continue zooming out. That's Ray. Obviously there's Titan. We'll go to Iapetus first. Titan has an atmosphere, and it does have some points of interest, alongside an ocean, which I would actually like to look into. They've added in density to precisely match this. Oh, you're playing Phasmophobia. I saw that they removed the thing. What the fuck? Okay, I actually like this. I like this for my Iapetus. They removed the thing. Our little looping spot. They've massacred my boy. Equatorial Ridge again. Okay, now it's time to go to Titan. Titan does have an atmosphere, which is a little strange for a moon. Shangri-La Ocean. Oh, we are genuinely in the ocean here, so it's virtually impossible to determine. What happens if I ignite the engine? It's... because this is all just... what is it? For the event. Oh, it was normal. Oh, I see. Oh, that's glitched. I found a glitch. The 0% issue, it's due to the... That is fascinating. I would like to try to get a shuttle out to here, and I think I do have the potential of doing that. The only problem is, yes, I can get a shuttle down. I don't know about getting a shuttle back up, though. And it needs to land in the ocean. But, yeah, that is the only glitch I've seen at the 0% mark. Otherwise, that's pretty good from Titan. Oh yeah, and I've added in that as well, which is beautiful. Okay, now let's head to Uranus, which should have rings, but I don't think that they were presented with rings. Oberon, Titania, Umbriel, Ariel, Puck, and Miranda. I don't recognize Miranda and Puck. However, I do recognize all of these, and I think that there might have been a few more, though I'm not certain. Otherwise, orbit, go. Here is Uranus. If we zoom in, that thing's fine. Zoom out. That actually looks very pretty. It looks like the Uranus from Galacticraft. The only thing is there's no rings around it, which is a wee bit disappointing. Otherwise, let's head to Miranda was one of them. So was Puck. I'm guessing the Maple Lodge thing, that's there to stay, and I wouldn't be surprised if it was. Oh, this is fucked. Otherwise, that does look like a really cool surface for a planet. Miranda. To be fair though, it was fun while it lasted, I must say, on in the Maple Lodge. So that's Miranda. What are the other ones? I should know this. It's not me mess. Oberon is one of them. That actually looks really, really good. Doesn't this... Hang on. Let me zoom out. I just want to see... Okay, Oberon... Oh, Ariel, Umbriel, and Titania are the three remaining. But, real quick, doesn't this literally look like the moon from Despicable Me? Like the original? It looks like the moon from Despicable Me. I mean, the actual moon... Let's just go to here. This is what the moon looks like in this game, but for some reason Oberon just looks looks an awful lot like the actual moon from Despicable Me. Anyway, Titania. Titania, that one actually looks really shite. That's normal. Ariel and Umbriel, I think, were the remaining two, right? Yeah, Ariel and Umbriel. Ariel. Oh, that actually looks quite cool. Looks like it's made out of steel. Umbriel. I tell you what, they have done a lot of effort into... That looks so cool. That actually does. They've given a lot of effort into making sure that the 0% area, which is what I'm constantly checking, is not completely fucked. However, there are a few planets, especially the Galilean moons around Jupiter, that it is definitely still fucked on. Okay, last one, Neptune. Go. Yeah, I really like this background on Neptune. It sort of reminds me of Earth a little. And there it is. Now, what were the moons around? Naiad, Proteus, and Triton. Nerida, I think, is one of them, and it's a like really eccentric one. All of these moons seem to be highly eccentric. Or, well, I say highly eccentric. The eccentricity is usually 0, and that is very strange. Or it feels very strange, especially like Hyperion around Saturn. That is definitely somewhat eccentric. Nereid. Oh, there's no landmarks in Nereid? That's a shame. Whoa, it looks like a fucking potato. Nereid, Proteus. Wait, hang on, Proteus is in retrograde, isn't it? Okay, that looks pretty good. Wait a minute, I need to zoom in. No, there's no gaps there. That's actually really good. But let me see. Proteus should be in retrograde. No, Proteus isn't in retrograde. Why is Triton in retrograde? Can I actually see the orbital lines outside here? No, I can't. Okay. I think I know why. What the... Triton. It's because I'm at 270 degrees. Okay, Triton seems very fine. There is a background aura to it. Oh, that actually looks fucking beautiful on Triton. The background is a little fucked at places, but otherwise that is a really beautiful moon there. Okay, let me head to moon. We'll do this. Okay. Now if we zoom out, can we see the orbital lines? Yes, we can. So all the moons are going clockwise. All of the moons should be going clockwise. I need to keep that in mind. Deimos and Phobos are going clockwise, as they should. The moon and the captured asteroid are going clockwise. Captured asteroid is only statistically going clockwise anyway. Jupiter, they're all going clockwise. Saturn, also all going clockwise. And planets-wise, they're all going clockwise as well. I don't know why they didn't add in Eris and Sedna. Either way, those are all clockwise. I'll look at Neptune last. Clockwise again. Okay. Yeah, Triton is the only one going anti-clockwise. Now, either I got Proteus, Triton, and Nereid messed up, or it was actually Triton all along that was going anti-clockwise, because there was only 3 moons in my variation. Now then, let's revert to build. Let's actually try to go to Titan and back, which will be one hell of a mission, especially since I have never done anything like this before. So we're going to have to load up Transfer Shuttle Mark 8. Yep. Which is this monstrosity. I also want to load in, or import rather, the Hyper Mark 3. Okay. Right, 12 wide, we'll put this here. And I need to remove all the fuel tanks from it. And actually the Hyper Mark 4 will have better fuel tanks and better flanks as well, so... which is what is needed. Especially since in this particular configuration, the Refueler Mark 2, which is the silver tanks here, they can fuel very nice number. I think 2 of these Refueler Mark II tanks can refuel all 5 of these, and then these ones just refuel whatever's left. So if we can actually carry 8 Mark II refuelers, that would be better. So we need to get the Hyper in orbit. I could just literally teleport it all up there. But we're going to make it fun and interesting. I am thinking of also importing the Endurance 3 rocket, which is what was used to enter Venus. Endurance 3. So you land like this, and then you just take off, and then you have all the stages, which should be enough to get through the atmosphere. Endurance 4 was what was used to land on Mars. So then, let's launch. Okay, here we go. Fucking hell, that is laggy. I don't think I've actually ever Shit. Okay. Cheats. Turn the cheats off. I just realised because the delta V was set to infinity and I thought, what? That's not right. Okay, yeah, delta V is set to roughly 1400. Not much I can do about that now, it's just only going to drain and burn. That's sort of by design. When I was testing this, I was just like, we need more power, more boosters on the sides of it, because this should be able to transfer 4 fully fueled Mark II refuelers. And we need to basically do this twice to fully fuel the Hyper Part 3, Mark III even. So... there's an ocean right here, isn't there? Yeah. Alright, shit's burning a little, but it'll be fine. Okay, we can lose some weight. Okay, continue rotating. Shit, I pressed the wrong button. Here's hoping that we'll be able to get... we'll be able to do the rest of this without a problem. You see, what I pressed was... I pressed enter, which moves us onto the next stage instead of equals. Okay, now we just full burn to try to get the orbit stabilized. There should be nothing else in this world, right? We can also switch to prograde as well. Go retrograde, you just set the angle offset to 180 degrees. So this means I don't need to steer it now. I just need to focus about getting the stages done right. This is the 3rd stage, and actually technically the last stage as well. Here's hoping this will be enough. I mean... oh, prograde, prograde. Okay, we're actually going to be left with a lot of fuel here, which is okay. Especially since I have no idea how difficult it will be to actually get the remaining fuel tanks for the Hyper up here. Every little bit of fuel will always help. Now, build new rocket. Okay, so now we've launched the Hyper successfully up into space alongside Endurance 3. We can then take apart virtually everything here. Honestly, this process is just going to be so fucking boring. Refuel a Mark II, import. I think I found a different... wait, you found a different loop on number 10. So then that's like bloody awesome. Okay. Now believe it or not, this might actually be harder to transport. I mean, I know it's a little bit more aerodynamic. Who gives a crap? Now, here we go. I actually need to focus this time and not balls up the stages like I did once. But to be fair, there was only like 9% of fuel left, so it would have been fine. This is how also Delta V said 1300 instead of 1400, roughly at the start. If I can actually nail this mission to Titan, awesome. Because actually, I haven't tested this. I haven't tested this mission to Titan yet. cheaper, or if I'm going to be doing legit missions like this in the system, I will be cheating and making the engines bigger and, by extension, more powerful and also very, very efficient, which is the byproduct of that. But don't plan on doing that just yet. So it's all fine. Right, prograde. That's the altitude, there we go. Okay, we're going to pass the Kármán line soon. We're still rotating, aren't we? Yes, we are. Okay, we will need to navigate towards otherwise a rendezvous. Still remain in prograde. Honestly, the rendezvous is just the hardest bit of all this, especially the level of acceleration I'm going to need. Apparatus 48k. Right, let me time warp towards the Apoapsis. Periapsis still remains... That's not prograde. Periapsis still remains as 0. Reason being is because, well, I'm going to crash on Earth unless I actually get the orbit done. Aha, and transfer window. Same spot, different angle. Frick. CJ, what have you done? Okay, this transfer window won't work because it requires me to head into Earth, which is not possible and it is not a real thing. The hell? Yeah, fuck this transfer window. It's not gonna work. And we will just be left with hopefully enough fuel to maintain the orbit and then also subsequently dock. We need to do this once more as well. Okay, I need to adjust the offset a little. I don't want there to be any aero braking, that's why. Low Earth orbit acquired. And I assume, yes, we can just detach. Now, clear all debris, because there is a lot of fucking debris everywhere. Time warp to transfer window, which is the dumbest shit ever, because it doesn't want to work. A positive 194 prograde. Okay, that's fine actually. Hopefully, it's not fine. I don't have enough fuel to to do that. Okay. Right. I think we should worry about this later. Build new rocket. Launch. Should just instantly. Lower the microphone so I can actually see over the microphone. Right now, I don't actually know which one's the hyper and which one's the, well, half of the fuel payload. And I just realised we're fucked. Revert to build. These need to be refueler Mark 1s. Reason why they need to be refueler Mark 1s is because of the way the Hyper Mark 3 is actually designed. I don't think it can fit all of the refueler Mark IIs. I don't think it can fit 8 refueler Mark IIs is what I'm saying. Even though technically the ratios would work out way better. So this 1500 Delta V initially. So I believe if we navigate towards this. Wait, if I literally just do this, I wonder if this actually is an idea. I'm gonna give this a test. I don't think that this will work, but I'm kind of gonna hope. Are we in prograde? We're not in prograde. Okay, now we're in prograde. Okay, we've got to slow us down a little bit because we're losing frames. If we make it with this much fuel, I genuinely have no clue what we're gonna do. Especially since once we undock from, yeah, once you undock from the hyper, not the hyper, the transfer shuttles. Transfer Shuttle Mark 8, there's no way you can redock to it. That's actually a design flaw there. Slow her down. Actually, no, there is a way we can dock. I just realised there's a way we can dock the whole shuttle thing onto the hyper, or the current configuration of the hyper. Stop! Did we... The whole thing just collided. I managed to get it that accurate. Okay, I am thoroughly impressed. Let me also just clear debris as well. Okay, time warp to here. Jesus Christ, this thing is actually coming with like some juice behind it. Okay, what is happening? Why can't I rotate? I can rotate, it's just taking its sweet time. So now we need 13,000 meters per second juice in that direction. Prograde, come on, fucking rotate already. Right, full power. That was a little bit too close to the hyper there. Alright, we're in prograde, aren't we? No, get out of prograde. That's not a good idea. We need 13,000 more meters per second. What are we doing in prograde anyway? Hoping that we can dock to it. What a stupid idea. I didn't realise that the velocities between the two would have been like that ridiculous, but... Okay, it wants me to do this. That has a periapsis that goes through the atmosphere, which means that the apoapsis won't be where the apoapsis says it is. Okay, we got 13,000 more juice, so hopefully this will be enough to orbit. Usually it's about 16,000 meters per second to get a good orbit going. Okay, this actually might work, assuming that the periapsis stays out of the atmosphere, which by the looks of things, it will be. So, prograde. Slow her down. I'll speed it up a little bit, come on. I haven't got all fucking day. Yeah, Wow, reached low Earth orbit. You don't fucking say. That was the goal anyway. Okay, nice. Let's time warp to over here. Okay, now it wants me to change the trajectory ever so slightly. Fuck, this is actually not good. No, 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 no. Collision course is imminent. Get rid of the fucking prograde. Divert course, divert course. Okay, okay, that's gonna be enough. That'll be enough. The thing is, though, I need to rotate, and it's not rotating unless I engage RCS. Right. Full power. Cancel out the relative. Clear debris. Okay, we've got a bit of slide on, but otherwise it's fine. Okay, one thing I need to do now is pop these. Like fucking missiles. Right, disable RCS. RCS is annoying me now. Did I really just do that? That's stupid. Right, disable RCS. Pop these caps again. That was a little fast. Problem is the rotation physics in this game are terrible. Okay, if we dock this to there, that'll be good. I can see a suitable docking port. So this will be docking at no idea what velocity we're at because it only tells us the relative. Okay, slide is too powerful. Cut out the slide. Or just don't cut out the slide. What the hell are we doing here? What the hell? The fucking slide is insane and I can't rotate it properly. I hate this. There, how's that slide? Go away. Stupid thing. Okay, now we're over-rotating. The thing is I can't press and hold for rotation because then that will just... Oh, I can. Sick. Right. Okay, we'll have enough RCS juice, hopefully, to make the dock successful. Right, save. Dock 1. Okay, and that's where we started viewing, and now it's all the way over here. That is fascinating. Right, switch to... Okay, yeah, that is in bad shape. So, what I'm thinking is... If we face it in... No, don't face it on the surface, face it in the prograde. And then just burn a little bit. Come on, rotate. Oh wow, that is terrible. Though otherwise... The outcome we want, switch to. Okay. Right, I need to remove all of these things. Okay, I need to switch off all of these engines as well. What was that? That was that one. Okay. Alright, all the engines are off. All the engines I don't want on, rather, are off. Navigate to. Right. Take me to the transfer window. For real this time. Don't be a dick. Just take me to the transfer window. I got 184 meters per second. That is a shit transfer window. What are we playing at here? Fucking Steffel my Marina, fix the fucking transfer window, my guy. Wait, plus 15 meters per second. Are you serious? Right, prograde. Since we are rotating. Come on, you stupid thing. Right. Okay, let's see how much this pivots under the immense lopsidedness. It's pivoting. It's pivoting real bad. Okay, now we can dip down the throttle a little. Okay, now it wants more velocities somewhere. Ah, shit. Right, the relative velocity is in this direction, which is roughly where the craft is. The thing is, though, I'm docking to the craft, which is meant to... The fuel is meant to dock to me, or come to me. I'm not meant to go to the fuel, but because of the state the fuel is in, I need the fuel to to just sort of work this way. It's very strange. Okay, actually we can disable prograde tracking now. Guess I can figure a angle offset. Won't be that useful to us. There you are. Shit. Okay, here we go, here we go, here we go. We're closing in. Okay, that might be a little bit too slow. Plus also, that's going to happen. Yep. Damn, this is actually bloody impossible. Right, go. Okay, one of the... Ah, this is fucked. Right, let me switch to this, because this one should hopefully be a little bit better. Right, no, turn off prograde. Fuck. Okay, navigate towards. Right. Full power. Go. I know why the stage thing didn't work. It's because I turned them all off. I destroyed them all. 'Cause I'm an idiot. Okay. The negative velocity is obviously not that good. We can try and cancel out the slide as much as possible. Right, negative velocity becomes positive velocity now. Do this, 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 this. Clear debris. Right, as long as we can keep the apoapsis and periapsis greater, then we should be fine. Okay, we might actually be able to do this now, hopefully without draining the rest of the supply. Okay, the music just cut out. There we are. Okay, don't know what's happening here, but the music keeps cutting out. Come on, slow us down. Okay, going in for the second dock. I've never actually done this before. What I kind of wanted was a transfer shuttle that can orbit the whole station pre-fueled as well. So then I won't need to deal with all this rubbish, but yeah, it'll be fine. Okay, I need to make sure that they are roughly parallel. Bingo. Okay, now then. Deposit all remaining fuel. We'll send them all back into these things. Actually, I don't know why I'm doing this, because I'm going to detach. Fucking hell. Okay, detach, switch to... Let me try that again. Detach, switch to RCS. Stop it, you fucking stupid machine. Detach. Okay, now we're docked again. Detach, switch to... Oh my days. Switch to... There we go. I can actually do with removing a lot of the stuff from the engines. Make it even lighter and more compact. can probably do that in the Mark 5. Right, stop! Oh, I fucking hate this bit. Right, you know what? As a proof of concept, yes, it does all work. It is just absolutely infuriating. Okay. Endurance 3, import. Launch. Launch anyway. Genuinely can't with that stuff. Now, teleport to Earth. Go. So now we are orbiting Earth. Set it to prograde as well. Let's try to actually get to freaking Titan this time. Right, we need to navigate to Saturn first. Which I don't know if the Mark II can do this. Because actually the Mark 1 was able to get to Eris in the original, or in my version, and I don't know if the distance between Earth and Saturn is the same as it was back in my version. That's really the only fear I have. Right, max that. I need to enable all the engines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Right, actually, quick test. All engines are running. Okay, max, full power. Right, we want periapsis to rise. Don't really care where the apoapsis ends up. We also want to kind of drain the tanks, because I'd imagine this is going to be way more than 1,400. Full speed. Usually one burn will take us around the orbit of Earth. God, if I can't do this, I'm going to be really annoyed. Okay, that's not going to reach the edge of the SOI, is it? It shouldn't, usually. There we go. Okay. So now we need to refuel. This was actually how I did it during the endurance series. Just tie a lot of fuel to the capsule. Okay, so now these two are useless. Destroy. Destroy. Right, stop doing prograde now. I need you to go over to there and then do prograde. Oh, and I also need all of the engines re-enabled again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Test, check. Okay, we only have 741, which means that this, we actually might need to go to a second burn. Yeah, we will need to go to a second burn. Actually, I'm just going to try to escape. I mean, we're not really going to get very far. Okay, we've reached escape velocity, 23,000, or 2300 even. This is clearly not enough delta V, but here's hoping. I mean, we'll definitely be able to explore moons of Jupiter, potentially. I don't know. There's Mars. So we could easily hit Mars now. If we can reach Ceres, that'll be quite good. A lot of the new planets just happen to be all the fucking outer planets and all that. Why isn't there like Vesta? And what about Pallas? Those are sort of dwarf planets in the asteroid belt, and also Oricus. Haumea is beautiful. Eris, Sedna. Is there any more? Don't know. Oberon. Oberon is a moon of... Wait a minute. Is Oberon actually a... Oh, Oberon is a moon somewhere. I think it's actually a moon of Uranus. Yes, it is. I should note this anyway. Right, we're approaching Ceres. Don't know why I wasn't doing this earlier. We're also going to approach Jupiter as well. Actually going to hit... No, we're not. Damn. Okay. Will we still be in the transfer window, is my question. I might actually need to make the Hyper Mark 4 and also the Mark 5 as well. I have an idea for the Mark 5, but I'm still going to maintain the original design for the Mark 4. Okay. Destroy. Destroy. Are we within the transfer window? No, we're not. Okay, turn off ignition. Alright, we're not within the transfer window for some reason, and it's not showing me anything, so we'll just keep going. This will actually allow us to encounter and escape, subsequently, Jupiter. We're still after Saturn, though. Can't imagine we'll be that far out of the SOI, which stands for Sphere of Influence. Right there. We got the encounter and we got the escape. Right there is all we really need. Now then, let's time warp. And this trip takes us about a year. It'll take us way longer than that because everything is scaled down substantially. Okay, now we need to set this to 180 to go into retrograde. And all we'll need is just to get this in orbit of Saturn. Once it's in orbit of Saturn, then we can put it in, or then we can derail the orbit to hopefully reach Titan. Actually, to be fair, I've only ever really done this from the orbit, because I did this in Mercury. Not Mercury, Mars even. I derailed the orbit so I can then aero brake round Mercury, and then I took off from Mars, for fuck's sake. And then I was able to get to Deimos and Phobos. Otherwise, let's see what the damage is here. Oh, this is actually good. I'm just looking at the eccentricity number. We want the eccentricity number to be or below 1. Actually, I'm going to move to here now, so we're in between Iapetus and Titan. Will we have enough fuel to get back? It will be insanely close to call. Like, ridiculously close. I don't care how eccentric it is, just as long as the eccentricity is below 1 and actually the we don't escape Saturn's SOI. There we go. Now then, we're going to navigate to Titan. Okay, we got to lose that much. Is it beneficial to... Yes. Right, turn that on and that on, and then do this. It's only 360. This is terrible. How do we do this? Okay, I kind of have an idea. I'm gonna try my hardest to aero brake. Not aero brake. We can't really aero brake. How do we do this? Actually, I've got a better idea. Head to, or time warp towards the apoapsis. Periapsis. Yeah, apoapsis. Fuck me. Okay. Right, this works much better. Okay, we want to be in retrograde. Prograde just basically means you're facing in the direction of the orbital path. So in this particular case, since we're going clockwise, prograde means that we'll be facing clockwise. Retrograde is just the opposite direction. So we've got 152 meters per second delta V, and we need to change by 97 delta V, so we can do this. What the fuck? Oh, I know what's happened. Okay, those weren't meant to be on, which could be a problem. Right. No, let me revert 30 seconds. Right. 180. Titan 1. Okay, no, I'm going to revert 3 minutes. Oh, that is actually really close to Iapetus. Right. Delete that. Right, once again, retrograde. Don't know why there isn't just a retrograde button. That does really annoy me a little. Damn. If you don't know that trick to save that much fuel, jeez, you are missing out. To be fair, that is a little bit niche. Okay, now we can slow us right down. Right. Now is where it's going to get a little bit difficult. And now we need to enable these two engines. Yep. keep going on basically the exact same path. Come on, where's the SOI? There's the SOI. Good. So we're set to encounter and escape. What I want to do though... Oh, that was a little too fast. Shit. Let us time warp to here. Entered the sphere of influence of Titan, travelling pretty much... What is that? That's Mark II. Mark II relative to Titan, that is. Obviously everything is at 1/20th scale anyway. Shit, don't cook the structural bits. Okay, all I'm after is the periapsis, because the epiapsis says escape, the periapsis to be within the atmosphere. So now we can aero brake at retrograde 180. So now we're letting this do its thing pretty much. That is still just beautiful. And as Shangri-La Ocean, there was the only area where there was a lot of, well, it's an ocean, so. Okay, we've got an eccentricity of 5 now. Let me try and rotate this way a little bit. Right, I'm going to turn that off. The more time and distance we cover in here, the better. Right, this hasn't worked. Is this before we... Yeah, it is. What the fuck? Stop changing! Fucking hate it when this happens. We've hit the encounter. Good. Good, good, good. So now, let's time warp over to here. Also set us into retrograde 180. Or prograde 180 even. God, this was actually freaking tough. And for some reason, it's fucked. hell. I hate it when that happens. Structural part just suddenly gets like super hot. Okay, now this is actually going to do some damage. Right, we can continue in prograde as well. Right, this is the kind of shit we needed. Maxed. Full reverse throttle. Aero braking is the way. We have done it. We have got an aero brake, which is basically this line here. So this shows the trajectory assuming that there is no atmospheric drag, but obviously there is going to be atmospheric drag, which we can observe going 180 degree retrograde, or prograde even. This is an awesome sight observed in Venus, and also I got it to work on Mars as well. Are we sure that this is where it's going to end up? Yeah, this is where it's gonna get very cool looking. And actually, thanks to Prograde and also the fact that this is not an Endurance 1 craft, it's an Endurance 3. I learned a lot since Endurance 1. I learned even more since Endurance 2 as well. Since it is an Endurance 2 craft, however, we can just sit here and pretty much chill. Sort of a combination of Endurance 1 and 2 though. Endurance 1 was basically this, but with one heat shield placed there, making it stupidly unstable. Endurance 2 was basically the exact same thing, but only it was encased. Endurance 3 is this, Endurance 4 is basically identical, but it's an SSTO. We can move that along a little bit. I'm also going to add in these things for when we can be asked to land. It's also quite cool, you can see which ones are burnt and which ones are not. There we are. Do not use this parachute, because we use that parachute to return to Earth. Assuming we can actually genuinely do that though, that is. I freaking love this aero braking stuff. This has actually saved us a lot of fuel. The atmosphere seems to be very, very high here. What is atmospheric height? That is incredibly high. 40 kilometers. Is that the atmospheric height? Oh, and these don't have any acid things. So as long as we land over here, we'll be fine. We just need to avoid, well, a lot of the planet's surface. Oh, jeez. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna go. I'll be right back, though. Actually, what a... Oh, for God's sake. Come on. Hurry up. Okay, what is an acceptable... Right, no, I'll leave it on 25. Actually, that's not a good idea. Let me pause it. I'm back. Okay, why do you have an error? Wait a minute, this orbit we should be able to do it. That is spectacular. Right, where is the estimated landing area? Okay, now it's... Oh, you fuck, Mercy. You... Wait, no, that's not Mercy. You clipped me. You basket. Oh, my day. I thought that was Mercy. Jeez. Yes. Yeah. We got completely defeated in the new update regarding the hiding spot on number 10, but Mercy thinks it's only... Or that only applies to... the Easter of... Yeah. It's not always on me. I'm doing okay. Didn't sleep at all because for some reason I couldn't sleep, and then I just thought, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna stay awake all night. What is this palabra? This is not a palabra here, and I mean I know it is distorted by the curvature of the moon, but what the actual cheese is this? It is so odd. And by the way, real world time would have taken us 2 years at 1/20th, nearly 3 years at 1/20th of the scale to get here. So, jeez. I mean, multiply that by 20 at least, you're looking at 60 years to get to Titan using this system. Anyway, what does this look like on the very cool end, where you get to see the rocket burning up? Well, actually, apparently we're meant to be on crash course, so... Our velocity is so slow. The atmosphere here is really thick. I think of all of the moons, I picked the easiest one to land on. And assuming by this degree 10 polynomial, we should be landing in this ditch, which is a good spot, I think. Actually, if we decrease this a little... Okay, I pressed the wrong button. That's fine. Oh, geez, that changes a lot. Okay, yeah, let's go for this plateau, assuming that this is actually where we're going to end up, which I highly doubt it. Especially since there doesn't appear to be that much area braking going on. But this does actually appear to be the trajectory we're on. What was the height again? 2.5K. Actually, the trajectory, this is fascinating. I never usually trust things like these, especially smart SMS system. Not this one, actually it's the ARIA system. Enter Titan's lower atmosphere. This is the planet we're landing on. Well, not the planet, the moon. That is orbiting this planet. Saturn. Zoom, 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 zoom. Okay. Because the atmosphere is so thick, we're going to fall like we do on Venus. This is actually not a problem. But on Venus, you can actually accelerate to higher speeds, so it was a problem there. And as it turns out, the degree 10 looking polynomial was what was required. Yeah, I hope you get a better rest than I did. I was up all night thinking about food and the new SFS update, so I didn't get much sleep. I was actually thinking of another skit to make in Minecraft. Food is good. I was thinking about crisps, so I mean that's not exactly good food now, is it? I mean you don't find a bag of crisps in Nell's diner. Mercy wouldn't dare serve that to me. The velocity is 30 meters per second. This is outrageous. Right, parachute's half deployed, and the velocity dips down to crappy speeds. 12.6. No more food. Wait, are we gonna land in a? We're not gonna land in an acid bath. Oh, I would eat them. I will describe them. It's a big bag of salt and vinegar twirls. It's like a crunchy twirl crisp. Yum. Fucking love crisps. I both love and hate crisps because, come on, they're so good, but they are so unhealthy for you. Right, we're going to need all the help we can get getting out of this atmosphere. So choosing endurance. What one is this? This is endurance 3. May have actually been the best bet, especially over endurance 4. Parachutes are now fully deployed. We are landing in a bit of a shit spot here. Especially with this tiny little hill. He's hoping the whole thing just doesn't roll over. Please don't roll. Oh my days, we did it. Oh, we can get rid of that. Actually, we don't need that on. Actually, now it needs to be pro-grade. So... Oh, Yo, thank you for the tier 1 sub. Clip me. Now you can use my emotes. Oh, jeez. Okay. Yay! Okay, come on. We have landed. Why aren't we... Is that really how weak the gravity is here? It's terrible. Come on. Give me the thing. It should say it on screen. Come on, say it. What did I just do? It's gonna fall over. No, this one won't fall over. I hope not, at least. Okay, come on. Say it. What did I do? I just landed on Titan. It's not announcing it. It's annoying. Come on. Okay, I'm gonna have to detach. See if this does anything, though. I want to run these at the same time. View flight log. Landed on the surface of Titan. Okay, so it said it. Destroyed debris. So there were parachutes here as well, and I just didn't use them. Actually, no, revert 30 seconds. Right. Titan 3. Okay. Now then. Congratulations, we've landed on Titan, blah, blah, blah. Now, where are you? You're right there. I need to navigate to this thing now, which means escaping from Titan. Okay, and we can only realistically go straight up with this thing. Because if I inch over to one side, the structural parts start burning up. Right, standing by for detach. Let's go! Now we're up and away. Look at that speed and power. Apoapsis is... honestly, the scenery looks beautiful when you're taking off. But the unfortunate thing is I can't exactly look at it or show it because I need to be viewing the apoapsis. Okay, we can potentially just straight up orbit here, or set up the orbit here. Out of liquid fuel. So this is where we should end up, so actually this means we're fine. We can speed along. So beautiful. Actually, we can do that as well. Enable the engine, and then this is us escaping the very top of the atmosphere. Right, so how the frick do we get to this thing now? The only thing I can think of doing is blows up. I fucking hope not. Actually, to be fair, right? What the hell is this? We encounter and escape it so many times. What the hell? Well, anyway, when I was trying to do this earlier, I had basically this shuttle, which was the Hyper, and also all of the fuel. They were orbiting Earth, but they were orbiting Earth in a really, really awkward way. And I was trying to get them to dock, which is basically like a mid-air collision, but it's sort of a controlled collision. And in getting them to dock, I had a full-on atmospheric speed collision. So the first probe was taking off. It reached the atmosphere, or the upper atmosphere, I should say. It was traveling at a speed of about what speed was it? It must have been 700 meters per second, and then it collided head-on with the refueling setup, which just so happened to be traveling at roughly 1,600 meters per second, which is usually the rule of thumb orbital speed or orbital velocity for Earth in this game, especially at 1/20th scale. It was a fucking huge explosion, which I didn't want to happen, but it happened anyway. So now we basically need to do the exact same thing, dock to this thing at almost 2,000 meters per second. But the thing is, though, that's 2,000 meters per second relative to Saturn. Who cares? Because relative to each other, the speeds are actually quite slow. And what I find interesting is that when I was escaping Venus, the whole rocket ship I just took with me to escape Titan, I have two stages left in this rocket ship. So it's fine. Oh, for heaven's sake. Okay, transfer windows being a piece, so... Okay, it's saying if I lose 0.05...
No. We're completely fucked. We're completely fucked.
Yeah, at the very beginning I was... Oh, idiot. 180. At the very beginning I was doing a sort of tour of all the planets, and I was orbiting Uranus, and I must say I am incredibly disappointed because there's no rings. Though, it does have pretty good moons, though, I will say. I will say, without a voice crack this time. Right, how much do you want to bet that this is just gonna fail? So, ideally, at the current speeds right now, these two rockets should collide or meet very, very close at the rendezvous point. How much do we want to bet that that's actually not going to be the case? We'll turn off that as well, because it's not going to work. Okay. Right, it actually worked this time. I am surprised. So now we need to do the docking process, which is easy enough. We need to get within 10,000 meters, I think, first and foremost. I don't know what that is in freedom units. And also, I don't know why you call it freedom units, because the actual name of the system is the British Imperial System. So, make it make sense. Anyway. Oh, shit. international relations aside, I need more juice because it didn't work. As I just knew it wasn't gonna work. Right. Time warp, the exact same thing again. And bearing in mind, this time warp would be taking years in real time. Okay, fuck me then. The transfer window just doesn't want to work today. Are you actually serious this time? Are you serious that we're going to be meeting at this exact point? Is that certain? Ah, for fuck's sake, it wouldn't let me cancel the transfer window. Okay, now we're too fast. What are we doing? No, we're too slow now. Now what are we doing? Time warp to here. What the? Stop moving! Oh my days, Wait a minute, what is happening? This thing's gonna encounter Titan and escape. The Hyper has actually reached an escape velocity moment with Titan. Okay, this is not good whatsoever. Enter the sphere of influence of Titan. I don't care that we just entered the sphere of influence of Titan. I want to leave the sphere of influence of Titan, and I'm going to be at escape velocity somehow. Titan's fucking tiny. How do we get here? Okay. What I'll need to do is I need to rotate the Hyper around, and then, yep, do this, basically. Captured into high Saturn orbit again. Yay. Right then. Navigate me to the transfer window. -12. Okay. Good. We should be able to do this now. And we're meant to rendezvous here? Is this meant to be on the next orbit? This feels like a scam. I am burning fuel because it keeps coming up with solutions that don't actually wind up working. Ooh, this one might work. The only problem is they are travelling in complete opposite directions. Okay, so this is not good. Though I do have a solution. Switch to navigate towards. Because this thing has got a little bit more fuel, a little bit more juice with it. Nope, close encounter, it's gone by. Fuck. What button was it? It was that. Yeah. Why isn't that working then? Oh god, I fucking hate the transfer window system in this game. Sucks. Bearing in mind, it took us 4 years to get here of real world time. We are now on year 7. Alright, turn off prograde. I don't think that will help us here. Just doing orbit after orbit of this fucking planet. Please just work, for heaven's sake. Wait, where'd it go? How did it get there? Oh my days. Oh my fucking god. How did it... Oh, I fucking hate this. What are you proposing, you stupid transfer window? Give me some good ideas, transfer window. Fuck's sake. Right, no. Stop accelerating then. There we go. Okay. Right, this does kind of seem like an okay idea, and I'm gonna give it I'm gonna give it a test now. It will sort of move the orbits closer to each other. Yay, we're out of fuel. That's the first time in a while. Fortunately, this rocket is very efficient. So we got an extra 900 meters per second of burning. So that's very good. Right. 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, I'm going to take lines that will sort of align the orbits better, because I'm fucking out of ideas. Though this does seem to have worked. Oh yeah, we might have it. Depends on how large this tiny cross section is. I mean, this tiny cross section could be megameters, and that is actually a real unit. It's 1,000,000 meters, or 1,000 kilometers, whatever the hell they are. And all it took us was 10 fucking Earth years to get to this point. Oh my days. 'Tis beautiful. I'm gonna do it piece by piece because I want to make sure that the moment I get a relative distance and a relative velocity on screen. Have we already passed the point of close encounter? Or closest encounter? Okay, now it wants me to slow down. Are you fucking serious? No, I'm not doing that. That just fucking destroyed the orbit. Oh my days. Hey, okay, when you play Space Flight Simulator, never, ever, ever mess about with the fucking stupid transfer window. If the transfer window gives you an idea, ignore it. Just straight up ignore it, because it'll be shit. Oh my days. And actually, to be fair, I did take the Hyper Mark 1 and landed it on Eris. Yes, I did do that. I landed it on Eris, I was able to take off again, and all was well and good. The only problem was I failed to actually re-encounter with the Earth, which is the biggest problem I face currently with the Hyper, is the re-encounter with Earth. Well, that's the biggest problem I'd imagine facing when I eventually get to it. The biggest problem I'm facing now is getting the probe and the Hyper to redock each other. And this shit's meant to be easy. I'll tell you what, it's very, very, very easy when the transfer window works. Are you actually serious? Look at how freaking close they are. And then this one's going to be too far away, isn't it? It's ridiculously close. And the thing is, they are not even 1,000 meters away from each other. 1,000 meters? No, they're not even 10,000 meters away from each other. They were that close, and they were still 10 kilometers off. Should have sped it up. I don't know. This transfer window is meant to be redirecting me to the rendezvous point, but the thing is, it is just not doing that. It's doing anything but that. It's destabilizing the entire orbit twice. And it took so long now, we're 12 years into this, it took so long. Because realistically, there's nothing I can really do besides wait for the orbit to finish. And then that honestly looks like a collision, but it is not a collision because it is, and I am not taking that idea. Okay, 0 meters per second. 0 meters per second. It's like, we'll get it this time. We'll get it this time. I swear. Oh, is there anything I could do? I mean, I could technically make that orbit less eccentric, I suppose. Okay, this is not working either. 0 meters per second again. Right. Switch to this. Do 180. I'm actually triggered now. Time warp to here. And we'll just... Oh, I really don't want to do this though, because it's just an absolute waste of fuel. Right, come on. Rotate. There you go. Right. Power. There we are. Way more manageable. Right, point here as well. 180. Retrograde. Right. Full throttle. Rotate. Okay, here we go. All of this extra energy, juice and all that stuff. Just gone. Navigate towards. If this actually does it first try, it will say enough, I think. Okay. Oh, this looks like it'll do it. Okay, that is very, very close looking. It looks really good now. All it's taken us is just 15 Earth years. There's no need to have the world clock there, but I'm going to have it there because that trip to Eris took 700 Earth years. And at 1/20th scale as well, it should actually be 14,000 Earth years. Which, suffice it to say, over human history is a very long time, but in the grand scheme of, well, every other bit of history on Earth, isn't that much. Are you actually fucking serious? That's still not enough. Okay, what do I need to do to get this to work? Here's another orbit. Okay, and then it just disappears off screen. This one's too fast. Are you serious? What are the margins? Genuinely, you cannot make... 0.1. 0.01 meters per second. Please, if you can make it more accurate, please do, because I don't know what I am doing here. Right, time warp all over again. Ugh, so annoying. I'd have to pay a dirty later. Good luck docking. Ugh. It's too fast. No, wait a minute. It's still too slow. Oh my days. I think I'll still be here. Okay. Wait a minute. We're not fast enough. So I assume that means more juice then. Like, fuck you. We're gonna go here. What do I need to do? Okay, stop trying to dock me at that point. That point is just clearly not working. It is absolutely cursed. Actually, doing nothing. Let's see where this gets us. Okay, this looks really, really, really good, but despite it looking absolutely immaculate here, if we zoom right the way in, it's not, and we're actually slightly behind. How fucking far are these things? How far are they? Okay, I've got an idea. Right. Mod loader. NAS. I'm doing this. I hate this system. And I'm hoping that this is going to improve something. Okay, I don't even think the NAS system worked. No, it's still just the transfer window garbage from earlier. The fact though that these orbits are just so similar to each other is ridiculous. No, just there. Put it right there. Go on, just disappoint me. Yep. Okay. Right. I've got an idea. I'm actually gonna spice things up a little bit. We'll transfer all the way over to here. What is this? Stuff that is not interesting. Okay, a different number. Wait, why is RCS on? Turn it off. Fuck. Right, no, don't bring me back to the probe. I want to be looking at the site. That looks really, really good. That actually looks really good now. Please don't do me like this. Are you actually fucking serious? Oh my days. It took nearly 18 years and we finally have connection. Oh my lord. Okay, it's too far away to see, usually at around 2,000 meters. Actually, quick save. Titan 4, whatever number we were on, I don't know, I wasn't keeping track properly. Where is it? Where's the hyper? Just so far away, I can't see shit. Oh, there you are. Okay, full power. We're gonna have a pretty quick slide here. Okay, now we're just gonna do an orbit around the hyper. It's annoying as fuck. Okay, there we go. Nice. That's a little too close for me right there. Shit, that was too much power. That was way too much power. Right, now we can engage RCS. And actually, if we would have used this stage, we would have lost the RCS. Damn. Oh well. After fucking 12 years, not 12 years, no, 15 years, we finally rejoined with the hyper. The hyper was about to be thrown out of the shit of Saturn's SOI. If not for the ridiculous maneuvers I had to do to get it back in the SOI. Okay, turn that shit off. Right, transfer fuel to fill them 2 tanks up. Do this as well. Let's also let's just fuck about with a bunch of fuel. Why not? No, other way, other way. Right. Destroy debris. Jesus. Okay, so let me get this straight. You have some juice left, you don't, and you don't. But to maintain the balance, I need to do this. Right, do this, destroy, do this, destroy. This also means we can finally open out the solar panels. There was really no point attaching the solar panels to the hyper anyway, because actually we could have done these ones as well, right? Oh yeah, we could do these. There's no point pulling out the solar panels, but I'll do it anyway because I can. Okay, that's where we stand now. Fucking hell! Saturn was around here when we connected to it. Jesus! Right, navigate towards. This should hopefully be a simple mission. Please don't be that much. We got 2,000 meters per second delta V. This will be fine, he says. "17 years and 300 days into this mission, minus 11 at the start." Oh, please. I'll find the transfer window myself. Right, prograde. This is prograde, isn't it? I think it is. I hope it is, at least. Right, rotate. Skip. There you go. Okay, full power. It's solar panels for extra energy that can be used nowhere. Literally. I mean, damn, we might do it. We might be able to do this. Assuming that I can actually get the transfer window and all that stuff right, and also if I can thoroughly hit the SOI, sphere of influence. You also get about 1.8k meters per second delta V in the top probe, which is the bit we actually care about. It's the bit we actually care about. Wow. We're gonna go closer to the sun than Venus. This is cool. Right, keep going, accelerate the time a little. Right, decelerate. Actually, I should make another quick save. Titan 5. Okay, here we go. Okay, we can give it a little bit more welly than that. Right, there should hopefully do it. Encounters here. We have just exited the sphere of influence of Saturn in an effort to try to return to Earth. Entered the sphere of influence of Earth. 203 eccentricity. Okay, this might actually be a problem. This might be a very big problem. Assuming I can't get the thing centered. Okay, now you forget the time warp. Full power. See how much of this eccentricity we can take off. We need the eccentricity to be 1. Or less than 1. Why did I even put solar panels on it as well? I really got to redesign the hyper. There were so many things I could do to make it better. Let's consider dipping the periapsis a little. Or at least trying to dip the periapsis. While also decelerating 5,000 meters per second. We may have come in a little bit too fast here. Actually, I really don't want to take that risk. Okay, I think at this point, annoyingly, I can only fill up. Yeah, I can only fill up one more engine to 67%. Yippee! Destroy that because that's a waste. Destroy that as well because that's a waste. Oh, and actually, I can use the extra reserves in here. Actually gaining delta V. Okay, and then that tank's going to run out, obviously. Which means we're going to start losing delta V, which means we'll actually need to get rid of the hyper engine bit as well. This is certainly recoverable, though, because we still haven't used this lightsaber. Which is kind of like the ultimate secret weapon at the very end of the hyper. This is the emergency fuel tank, pretty much. We need to get within that atmosphere. Eccentricity is now at 60, but there's some level of exponentials and all that other garbage, so... oh, exponential decay and all that stuff, so... Right, let's go within the moon orbit. God, we are travelling really, really fast. Or at least we must be. Come on, just hit Earth. Give me the achievement for landing on Saturn and then I can go do something else. This was basically all I wanted to do, and actually, Mercy, if you're still in the chat, I'd like to do the speedrun time and also some more, it was a shout out things, wasn't it, that we needed doing. So now we disconnect and we destroy that part of the hyper. 4,000 meters per second. Oh right, okay, yeah, we can do the time thing, the timer thing that we needed doing, and also the shout outs on stream elements as well. Okay, now we have what we need. 19-year mission. Right. Full reverse thrust. Actually, I'm going to revert 30 seconds. So we're just on the lightsaber. Okay. Okay, that's a collision. Okay. Don't know why it's spinning out of control. Where did that come from? How did that happen at least? This is bullshit. Okay, prograde. 180. Time warp. Where? Okay, the time warp span is in the negatives now. Right, is prograde working? It's really not prograde. Okay, that just pissed me off, especially when it went all negative up there and I broke it by the looks of things. Okay, the red, I do believe, will be a problem. So we could, assuming that we actually burn the entire tank, we will approach Earth or be within Earth, or Earth's atmosphere, 1,000 meters per second or kilometers per second. All of this is riding on a heat shield, pretty much, and I don't have much confidence in the heat shield. We're gonna get an encounter with the moon at this rate. I was hoping I timed it well enough. Right, we need to increase the periapsis a little. Oh, are we gonna get a trap? We are. We're done. We're done. We've done it. Are we gonna land in the ocean? No, we should land roughly on land. Okay. Reduce all that stuff. Detach. This is the final thing. Holy shit, that was quick. What is our velocity? 3.7 meters per second. I actually don't think that the heat shield will be able to handle all this. Yeah, nah. The heat shield just wasn't enough. It wasn't gonna handle it. What the fuck did we just do? What's that velocity? It's still incredibly high. And we've reached escape velocity. Just finish my... We can do it. Okay, we might actually even burn up here. Fuck. Right, prograde 180. Right, no, revert another 30 seconds. Prograde 180. Fuck's sake. Right, prograde again. 180. Okay. Right, it's just I keep fucking this up. We want the velocity to be really, really, really low. Okay, so now it's a... Yes, we're going to encounter Earth, but sort of at what cost? Okay, I need to lower the time acceleration a little. What the actual hell? The changes in speed is just ridiculous, or the changes in trajectory is just ridiculous. It's still in the red, which is a huge problem. Okay, I still think that's just too fast though. Okay, we were gonna spin out of control there. Okay, come on. Give me control of my craft. Thank you. Honestly, if we can just fucking aero brake or something, be 1,000 times better than whatever the hell this is. Wait, if I... landed on the surface of Titan. Okay, okay, good. It says that. That's what I wanted to know. Okay, now we got a successful orbit. And our velocity is only 900 meters per second. Now we can head on to the final phase, the little drone. How much juice would this give us? 2,000. Awesome. Okay, time warp to here. All of this should be an ocean as well, I think. Oh yeah, all of that's ocean. Velocity is 2,000 meters per second? Damn. I mean, if we can make it when velocity is this high. Okay, shit. Right, we're good, we're good. What's the altitude? Fuck, we are falling way too fast. And the temperature's pretty much leveled out, so 2,000 meters per second is the theoretical maximum. Or the highest tested speed. And we have just gone from Earth to Saturn to Titan, back to Earth, back home again. In a moderately successful mission, where I needed to change the navigation system, and it didn't even change, but I still succeeded, and it took 19 years of navigating. The rest was just basic stuff. Okay, zoom, 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 accelerate, let's go. Did I need to reach high orbit on Earth? Because I didn't see the point in doing that. So I probably didn't get that achievement, but whatever. Lift off, reach 10k, that's easy enough. Reach space, easy enough. Low Earth orbit, Titan landing, land 100 kilometers downrange as well. Space Center challenges. Okay, so it's high orbit and Titan. Land on Titan and then return safely. Awesome. That's got to be like the easiest one though, because Titan's the only one with an atmosphere. Every other one I'm going to need to use some sort of Strider rover, which is a fucking nightmare, but... Right, we did it. I want to get rid of this, because that doesn't work. Advanced navigation, innovative system. Ugh. Aeneas. Fine, relaunch. Right, whatever. That'll be that. That'll probably be the video, that'll be the stream as well. I'll upload this to the main channel. 2 hours worth of me mostly struggling in the new SFS update. I'm pretty sure these are all the releases, or all the release notes. Where's Discord? There it is. Jesus, there's a lot of information. Patch notes. Texture rework for Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Demios, and Phobos. Added water slash oceans to Earth. New planets series. And then there's Saturn with Pam, with all the moons. Same thing with Uranus, Neptune, Pluto. If you already own the full bundle, these that are included for free. Mobile mod loader, cool. Planet editing modules, front clouds, oceans, and rings. BP editing. Added realistic difficulty to mobile and all that stuff. Cool. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure I just covered everything anyway. Yeah. Well, that's that.